started drinking in grade school, probably sixth grade. My best friend's parents that lived down the street had a lot of alcohol laying around, a lot of drugs. We would experiment. We would try smoking pot. We would get into their alcohol stash at night when they'd pass out. And it just kind of progressed into junior high. It just became a regular thing. Once I got into high school, I quit with the drugs as much, the marijuana, because I actually wanted to do well. And I'd always start off well, but once I started getting in with the wrong crowd, things would always spiral out of control. By the end of high school, I was drinking regularly. I came to the Adult Rehabilitation Center in 1999 for the first time. I knew my life was heading in the wrong direction and I wanted to make a change. I had asked around about my options and they were pretty slim because I was unemployed, homeless, and had no money. So a friend of mine told me about the ARC in downtown Seattle, so I decided to give it a shot. So I graduated in 1999, married my girlfriend, we had children, bought a house, great life. One of the things I didn't realize is that no matter how good things are going, I needed to focus on my recovery. I needed to use the skills that they taught me at the ARC. You know, life was great. I was doing everything I ever dreamed of. How could just one drink ruin all that? My wife was working full-time and I was a stay-at-home dad. I love my children and it was great to be around them, but I didn't feel like I was fulfilling, so I kind of had a hole. And when alcoholics and addicts have a hole in their stomach to fill, they fill it with drugs and alcohol. It just got worse. It got worse every day. The lies that I was telling, I couldn't keep track of. When your head's not clear, you're not keeping track of your lies. Things started to come out, and rather than face it, I decided to leave. I think the worst thing I ever felt during my addiction was having to see the faces of my children when they were told they can't come see me. And they didn't understand. And we couldn't explain it to them. You know, it's just one of those things that small children have to go through with a lot of us. You know, having my daughter, who was only 4 at the time, you know, chase my truck up the street when I was leaving. You know, to see that in the rearview mirror was something you'd think it would make you turn around, and that still didn't do it. You know, I think what finally got me to go back to treatment in 2009 was the reality that I was going to lose contact with him. I knew that I needed it, and I knew I needed it to change my life. So I took the suggestions. I listened to what I was told to do. I created my own community of graduates and fellow residents, stuck with them, hung out with them. So I wanted to find a way that I could stay involved and decided to go back to school to get my AA in social and human services. So I finished school. I applied for a job at the William Booth Center to be a case manager because I wanted to be able to work more intensely with these guys. Of the 24 men that I work with, on average, I house about 1 every 9 days. And it's not that I'm moving them into housing, it's that they're following the instructions, they're making appointments, they're filling out applications, they're meeting with people. You know, it's really, my job there is to just help facilitate, you know, the move or the success, and to help promote and motivate them to want to do it. There was a time that my children didn't want to be a part of my life. One of the things that means the most to me and has really shown me that I've turned around and life is heading in the right direction is the fact that they want to be a part of my life now. One of the successes that I really stood out to me lately was my recent wedding. My son and daughter were involved in that and supported it 100%. So the fact that my son stood in for me and my daughter stood in for my wife just meant more to me than just the marriage itself. You know, having the family be a part of it, to have them be a part of my life again, means everything.